Now, most people, when they look at luxury property in Kuala Lumpur, right, they will usually think of KLCC or Damansara Heights or Mont. But quietly, some buyers are choosing this instead. Now, not because it's more flashy, but because it offers something that other places don't. And today, I will show you why. So welcome to Jendela Residences, located inside Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club. And the first thing that you'll notice, right, is that it doesn't feel like you're in the city centre anymore. You are surrounded by one of the best golf courses in Malaysia and probably even Southeast Asia, which is KLGCC. You're also next to one of the remaining green lungs in Kuala Lumpur, which is Bukit Kiara Forest Reserve, with beautiful hiking trails and a diverse range of flora and fauna. More importantly, right, you're also next to one of the most established and I would say close-knitted neighbourhood in Kuala Lumpur, which is TTDI, Taman Tun Dr. Ismail. Super convenient, where you have all the local kopitiams, wet market, cafes and plenty more. Now, but what is unique, right, is about the location itself. You actually have two ways to enter. So from the TTDI side, right, you'll be coming in from Jalan Tun Muhammad Fuad. And if you're coming down from KL, right, if you're coming down from Damansara Heights, Mont Kiara, you can actually come in from the east entrance, okay, which is KLGCC side, where you'll pass by Pickle Social Club, the Sime Darby Property Gallery is there, yeah. So depending on where you're coming from, right, you can actually avoid a lot of the usual traffic, especially if you're familiar, with Sprint Highway, the one next to Filio Damansara. So if you want to go to Damansara Heights or Kuala Lumpur, you can see behind me, this is actually the west entrance. You go in from here and come out at east entrance, okay. But before you guys go and try this route, right, for your information, right, this access is only for the privileged few only. So they're basically only club members of the golf club and residents of Jendela or either Senada, East residents and the upcoming Ofera. So only members and residents can actually use this access. This location, it feels a bit tucked away. You are still very close, like 7 minutes to Wanatama and another 10 minutes if you want to go to Mid Valley, and 10 to 15 minutes if you want to head towards KLCC by using that special access. But what really defines this place, right, is what you experience when you arrive. So without further ado, let's go and check out the arrival hall. Let's get inside. So as you come in, right, this is your main drop-off. You have a circular driveway, stone textured tiles, and right above is a circular chandelier with a water fountain below. And see behind me as well, there's a lot of plants, which is already fully integrated with the design and architecture here. Now, and this is something that you'll notice throughout the video, so make sure you stay to the end. Design here, I would say very understated. You see a lot of metal, slates, stone finishes, warm lighting. And also when your guests arrive, right, it feels more like a private resort and will definitely be impressed. On my left hand side, there will be Tower B, right, and on my right, this is Tower A. Okay, so the difference between the two towers, Tower A is where you house the bigger units, the 1008 and also the 2002 square feet ones. The smaller units is in Tower B, which is 1003, and another one which is 1500 over square feet. So on ground level, right, everything here is quite well organized. You have the control room is over there, okay. The security room, the mail room is over there as well, and the management office as well. Developers here are also very thoughtful. So there is also a waiting area for drivers as well, and a restroom downstairs, okay, on the ground level. So by the way, if you're exploring properties in Kuala Lumpur, right, and if you find my video useful, do consider subscribing to my channel as I do this every single week. Okay, so today we're going to be seeing two units, which is the 1550 square feet and also the 1008 square feet one, with two different facing, one facing Taman Tun and also another one facing the golf course itself. Okay, and also the amenities as well. So today, big thanks to Mark over here. So we'll be checking out his units, he's the listing partner. Okay, and without further ado, let's get inside. Instead of going through everything, right, so I'll just show you how this is actually used day to day. Okay, check out the doors, right? All automatic. So these are very small details, which is impressive. Firstly, we talk about quiet spaces. It's calm, peaceful, and these are not the kind of spaces that you want to show off, but they are the ones we actually use every day. You have the lounge, reading areas as well behind, yeah, if you just want somewhere quiet, this place works very well. So yeah, that really gives you a sense of how this place is actually designed. It's designed more for living, not just for display. Let's move on to the next one. This is also the viewing deck. You also have an AV room here as well. You will need to reserve beforehand before you go in, and it comes with big screen and leather seats. So even the foyer here, right, it's really spacious, as you can see. Double volume ceiling as well, and it's air conditioned. Okay, next this is your health and wellness section where you get more active. You have high-end Technogym equipments, state-of-the-art equipments that easily cost up 40,000-50,000 per equipment. It's also very brightly lit with high ceilings. This is the gym that I don't mind coming every day, because working out here on the treadmill, you're also facing Bukit Kiara Forest Reserve as well, which is something very rare. And my dear friends, this is where it feels really different. It's not overly designed, but it's just very usable. So in addition to the gym that you saw just now, you also have a yoga and Pilates studio on the upper floor, where you have to go up using that spiral staircase there. That's a very beautiful statement piece, by the way. Look at how wide and how large is this Pilates studio. Fully air conditioned with mirrors, and best of all, right, you're working out with the green backdrop just in front of you. You have Bukit Kiara Forest Reserve just right in front of you. Okay, so the next one, wow, it really opens up here. And by the way, behind me there's also a very nice games room with pool, with TV. This is the infinity pool, and this is where everything comes together. Facing the golf course, facing KLCC Centre view, and even behind me there is a huge patch of grass where you can do your picnic in the weekend. And right in front of me is also a very massive play area for the kids, and the wading pool is over the other side there, which is also very, very nice. And the space is very generous, for facilities. Now, there is one detail here most people don't really realize. Every unit here, right, comes with a 10-year golf membership at KLGCC. But you can choose not to take one. I think for the buyers who didn't take the membership, right, they are given some kind of rebate, if I remember correctly. So, if you are familiar with this club, you'll know that it's not something easy to get, 3 years back, right, there's a long waiting list to actually get to be a member in KLGCC. And secondary market memberships can easily go up to around 200,000 or 250,000 plus transfer fees and everything. So my dear friends, you're not just buying a standalone condo, you're actually buying to be part of KLGCC's ecosystem over here. And this also adds value as well in another way. If you're renting out your unit, right, you can actually nominate your tenant to be a member. So, for certain tenants who likes to play golf, right, this becomes a very strong reason to choose this compared to other places. Okay, so the first unit that we're going to see here, it's 1,884 square feet, 3+1 bedroom. And as you can see, the good thing about this unit is it's facing the wall, so it gives you the extra privacy. And that foyer there, you can actually put your shoe racks and whatever. Okay. You have your Yale digital lock and your fire-rated timber door. This one over here on the left, this is your +1, which is I'll call it a utility room. We can put your golf bags, bicycles and what. Before we go into the balcony where the incredible views, right? Let's check out this one first. This one is actually your dry kitchen, where you do your light cooking, food prep over here, or maybe even a breakfast nook, they call it. And this one, it will be your wet kitchen, where you do the heavy cooking over here, where you have your hood and hob, plenty of cabinetry inside there. And over here, you also have your yard as well, which is very well ventilated. Inside here, this is your maid's room. And of course, here is also where you put all the compressors and everything. Okay, so let's check out the sleeping quarters. You have your bedroom number 1 here. Of course, you have floor-to-ceiling windows, and this is your powder room, okay, or a bathroom where your bedroom number 1 can use. Okay, this bedroom number 1, in fact, you can even change it into an office or maybe a study room as well. Okay. Coming in further, bedroom number 2. So as you can see, when you come further in, the privacy and the quietness becomes more and more refined as well. Maybe what you can do, you can even put a sliding door here, or even that side as well, to separate the sleeping quarters if you want to. Now the best thing, the highlight of all, of course, is the master bedroom here. So master bedroom, you have floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the golf, Bukit Kiara Forest Reserve, and yeah, Taman Tun. This one is where you can put your your, what they call, your wardrobe, okay? Your walk-in cabinets is here, and this is your master bath over here. You have bathtub fittings, okay, by Roca. Tub filler is there. You have the main difference between this one when you compare it with the 1,003 and 1,005 square feet ones, you have his and her sink, okay? His and her sink with large vanity mirror, and this what they call shower screen, rain shower, and yeah, a see-through glass as well. So while you're lounging in your bathtub, you can also enjoy the views as well. I think the highlight of all the units here, right, is always the views. So this is a large living room, very good TV distance, yeah, very spacious. And this is your large balcony, my dear friends. So this is 1,884 square feet unit. After this, I'll be showing you the 1,005 square feet one, which is facing the Gulf. So this one is facing Taman Tun. Okay, you can see from far, and this Bukit Kiara Forest Reserve. This is KLGCC. This one will be the west coast, actually, west side of the golf course. And over there, of course, that is, they are actually building what they call the National Landscape Centre, JLN, Jabatan Landscape Negara Office, HQ. And it's not going to block your view, it's only like 2 or 3 stories high. But recently, they have a stop work order due to some mudslide issue. Not sure whether the thing is going to continue at all, but I will hope that they do something about it. But it's not going to block your view. You have Bukit Lanjan there from far, Bandar Utama. You can see One Utama from here as well. Yeah, I think the best part about this balcony is also you are not facing any other condos. It's like complete privacy living here. Now, let's go and take a look at the 1,005 square feet unit. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this one is 1,550 square feet. Again, behind, as you can see, it's not facing another unit's door. So on my right, this would be a utility room where your DB box is also located. But before we head out to the balcony where the incredible views are located, check out this part over here. This is your dry kitchen where you do all your food prep, light cooking here. And this is your wet kitchen where you have your hood and hob, cabinetry all here. Okay, and this is your yard as well here, your yard space. So very well ventilated. You have open area there, a lot of wind to come in. So yeah, let's check out the sleeping quarters over here. Okay, so this is your, on my left, this will be a powder room, so a shared bathroom where everyone can use. And of course, you have your bedroom number 1 here. Okay, you have floor to ceiling glass windows with incredible views of KLCC Centre and also the golf course. And this one is your ensuite bathroom as well over here. Okay, with sliding doors. And over here, this is bedroom number 2. Behind here is actually what we'll call a sliding door that connects to the shared bathroom over there. But the highlight of this one is definitely the master bedroom, my dear friends. Incredible views of the golf course. And over here, this is your where you put your walk-in cabinets. Your wardrobe is here, and you have your master bath. Okay, you can see this comes with a rain shower, shower screen, a cavity for you to put in your toiletries over there. Now let's check out the living area. So you have your dining area here, and of course this is where your living area here, where you can put in a nice long L sofa. Good TV distance as well. But my dear friends, the main highlight is definitely, check out the view over here. It's a long balcony. So as you can see, the views, this one is on the higher floor, this unit, so that's why the KL City Centre views becomes more obvious and evident. Of course, you have units on the lower floor, right, which is much lower and very close to the facilities. You'll see more greenery on the eye level. Okay, but here, of course, eye level, you see more of the KL City Centre. But both, right, is still very, very nice. One more thing that's very interesting is that the 2 towers is constructed in a way, right, where the angle, it doesn't really face each another. So that gives you a more stronger sense of privacy as well. And of course, if you are inside, you're also given, double glaze and low E glass. Yeah, it's a bit reflective. It blocks out the sun, blocks out the voice, the sound, and keeps the place very cool as well. And one more last thing is also all units here are all smart home capable. So if you want smart home systems installed, you can do so. So that, when you come back home, right, because your lighting, aircon, everything is all integrated with the system, you can get your place cool with aircon before you actually reach home. Okay, with just the press of a button. So next one I'm going to share with you is it's the parking area. which we don't really cover very often, but there is a few features which I feel that is really worth mentioning. Let's go. Okay, so you can see the ramps, right? The gradient and also the width. It's super car friendly. And each car park lot, you also have electrical points as well, if you want to do charging or whatever. And the best thing of all, some units also comes with very huge lockers as well, for you to put in your dirty clothes, your mountain bikes or whatever. And you don't need to bring up to your unit. Okay, so who is this really for? By the way, we have Mark sitting down there like a boss. Hey, come, jump, join. Maybe you can share first. This one is suitable for what kind of buyer?
Okay, well, Kevin, I think this location, KLGCC, is more suitable for someone that's already experienced Mont Kiara, KLCC, the busy areas. Now they want to stay close to all these areas, somewhere in between Damansara Heights and Mont Kiara, but away from the noise. And something more green, more mature.
You still, there's still a lot of convenience, but it's not so havoc, right? More quiet and more peaceful over here. Okay. I would say this is something that you don't come across very often in KL. But I think for me, my personal point of view, if you prefer something more vibrant, like, you want your coffee and cafes right under you, or if you want the shopping malls within like walking distance, maybe there is other better options. But if you like something which is quiet, calm and peaceful, with a golf course right behind you, then yeah, this is quite a good option actually. Alright. So by the way guys, big thanks to Mark today for joining us. Feel free to follow his channel. I have his details down in the description and also on the screen, so you can give him a call as well. So if you are exploring this kind of lifestyle, I also cover other kinds of golf facing developments. Oka, Bukit Jalil, even Etas Damansara as well. You can check out the link in the description. And if you are an owner here at Jendela, right, and you're considering renting or selling, feel free to reach out to us. We do have buyers looking for this kind of home. We'll be more than happy to share with you. So yeah, so it's Kelvin signing out from Jendela, and we have Mark here joining us. We will see you in the next one.